Right, so Red Lion Pictures. We're here with Mike.
The God Good.
Tell them your names. Tell them all your names.
You don't need
Mike the God Good.
You don't need more than God.
Right, Mike the God Good, Alan the Talent. We're going to see. We're going to have a look at Captain Marvel.
Well, we're going to cover more than just Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
but we're going to start with Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel and the influences that we think that's going to
go forward within Endgame and Thor.
Yeah. Marvel Phase 4, pretty much, yeah.
I think, personally, it's the Phase 4 is going to be the one where I start seeing my favourite influences. Is going to be the part where everything starts getting weird.
Yeah.
Like the weird factor comes into
Just
it.
so you know, we have not spoken about this. Mike's already done like an Endgame kind of spoilers.
Drunk.
Prediction.
Trashed.
Trashed. I feel like...
Let's just talk about that. Let's just
I feel like...
For a second, how much do you remember about the...
Right, I remember bigging up Ronan, because...
Ronan's great.
I stick by the fact when I say I think he's going to be my favourite Avenger in this film.
Not what you said. You said the best Avenger.
In my eyes, obviously everything's personal opinion, so you can get in the bin, you prick. No. Right, but I didn't slap you that time. Get in the bin. Right. But I
felt
think
like you was going to link me then. That felt weird. So Ronan's not.
It's got really weird, really quick.
Felt like a different kind of video.
He's on a black weird couch as well. But okay, carry on. I remember very little, and especially because it cut. Apparently, so
it's chopped to shit because I feel like I wasn't literally. We'd been filming the podcast last month. We'd been filming, and then I had to go and run a couple of errands, pick my wife up, take her to something, drop her off, come back. So while I was gone, Mike did some Red Lion bites.
No, what's supposed to have been?
What was supposed to have been? No, I feel like you got some Red Lion bites out as well. There's definitely more footage, isn't there? Yeah. So but
I don't know if that's usable.
But it's you, of course it's usable.
So it's all usable.
Always. So there's more footage out there of Mike just talking shit, just talking about things, and then Nick and Mike got onto Endgame, and Mike just elaborated to the point where it became an episode. Was never supposed to be, but it did because of obviously the amount of theories that it got, and the fact that when we've gone to see Infinity War,
fucking killed it.
Just a shit ton of stuff, like literally a ridiculous amount of information that Mike had said before going to see Infinity War.
And we don't mean the day of.
No,
we're talking about
weeks and weeks and weeks and months.
I think I was saying that the year before is when I said the moon.
We've been talking about you said
I got year before.
The first trailer come out, you was like, I want to see Thanos squash someone with a moon, like throw a moon at someone. It was like, whatever. Shut up, you dickhead. Throw a moon at someone, and then he just literally went fuck off. And I was like, what the fuck?
I just looked at Mike like, are we just watching? Is this like a joke? Are we just watching something that you've made?
The three of us were sat in the cinema.
Like,
what the fuck? Was you in? Do you work for Disney? Was you on the inside?
That's
what it felt like. Like it's wow.
Let's get on that conspiracy theory shit.
So that is what it's felt like. So obviously that's why we named the episode spoilers for Endgame, because a lot of what Mike says generally comes true.
I can't wait for Galactus to come and stamp on people.
Don't think that's happening in this. Obviously, it's too big of a villain to happen in Endgame, but definitely going to be a future Marvel villain.
He is the next Thanos. He is definitely the next fuck off.
So to get into it, we're going to watch Captain Marvel.
Well, not the Super Bowl one, because that was only like 51 seconds.
51 seconds.
We're going to watch the last major one, which was like 3 minutes.
From filming this episode was like a month out.
Yeah.
So,
going into it, this is one of the Marvel films I've not really read a lot about. I don't know why. I read a little bit since, but after they said they were changing the origin to her completely, I was like, fuck it, I can't be arsed.
To be fair, as soon as they went Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, I just went, right, switched off, I'll just watch it when it's out. I've not really cared too much about the trailers because I don't want to know too much about the story or the film. I want to see her in a Marvel film. Just her as an actress is
Well, that's
levels
why
on levels on levels beyond most actresses.
That's why I was like, oh, I'll go back and read, because it was one of the, even when it was the original Captain Marvel, like the dude, never really appealed to me, so I never read it.
Yeah.
Started reading it and he went, oh, but we're changing the origin. So I was like, I really don't want to read anything past that point, because I think it might taint in it. So basically, this is the first of all the Marvel films I'm going in pretty fucking cold.
Yeah. And I like that. Like I say, that's how I'm going, and I rate that as a.
But I know, like,
approach.
I know about the Skrulls and the Kree and stuff like. So I know
it's also, if you don't know, if you're not a big Marvel fan, it's also the first Marvel film that's set as a prequel to all the rest of the others. So it's set in the 90s. I would imagine there'll be a time jump at some point during the film, because
I don't think these are going to be a time jump. Personally, I think the time jump
at the end of the film, it's going to be like a Captain America first Avenger, where it goes bang, and then she's in the future.
My time jump for me is the Samuel Jackson Joe the Beeper. Yeah. That is that time jump, and you don't see that.
I like that.
I don't think you see any time jump until the next to Endgame.
I like that as a theory, though.
I don't think
it ends as it is, and then Infinity War, she gets a beep, and she's just like maybe transported.
Well, the end of it is her going, "Don't fucking bother me," until like literally this fucking whole thing's going to shit, and her fucking off back into the Kree war.
Like that. I do like that as a
that is
fully rate that as a theory.
That is where I would go, because I think it's pointless putting that time jump in, because we know there's a time jump coming in because of the last Avengers film.
And because of, obviously, if you're a comic book reader and stuff, and you've seen some of the stuff that the Marvel have done, the Kree we've already seen in
Guardians.
In Marvel films. Yeah, Ronan the Accuser was a Kree.
Well, he's in this as well.
Ronan,
well, is it actually him, or is it just like henchman?
No. Ronan the Accuser has been confirmed to be in this film, and then if you've watched any of the piece of shit Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, or the Inhuman stuff...
that back, right?
No, piece of shit.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So piece of shit Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, like...
He's got parts I really like of it. By I say that, I mean I like Agent Coulson, and everyone else can get in the fucking bin.
But Quake's alright. I like Quake.
No, they can all, like even fucking Ghost Rider can get in the fucking bin.
But even so, like you don't like so the Kree are in this universe. We know they exist. They're a thing.
Well, should we know Shield exists in this universe, because in the Shield TV show you see, I think it's the third series, Coulson takes an army general to a secret base, and it's a bar in the middle of nowhere, and then he pulls a finger and he goes down it. And I think
which is very more where Nick Fury was at the end of Hulk.
Even in the second Captain Marvel trailer, but I think you see it even more in this trailer, and it's parts like that where they're starting to really loosely tie some of the TV stuff into it, because everything's going to end up on that Disney network, and everything's going to be canon, and it's the way to tie it.
And also, Captain Marvel's been announced as the first film that's not going to go on any other streaming service. So that was announced the other day.
Yep.
It will not be going to Netflix. It won't be going to Now TV. It won't be going to any of those streaming services. It will literally go on Disney's streaming service, which launches in September.
And that is exactly why Netflix. Well, we say Netflix has cancelled all of the Punisher, Jessica Jones. It's because Disney want everything to go on their shit. But
just for facts, and Nick, you can check this if you want. As a result of Disney choosing to not put Captain Marvel on any other streaming service, they have basically wrote off $150 million. The cost of the film has been wrote off in them going, we'll put this on our own thing. That to me says that they've got a shit ton of faith in the fact that this is a standalone film and it's going to be a massive big deal.
Haven't Disney bought Hulu though?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, that's what I mean. They've got their own streaming service that starts in September.
So they've already got a base to build from that.
They have, but they don't know the projections of what that streaming service is going to earn them. So because they've not put it out on any others, they have to write that value off.
It'd be stupid to think if Disney pulled any of their content, all of their content, just to put on theirs, you wouldn't be the
what they do.
biggest streaming service in the world.
Think about when you was a
in
kid.
year.
Think about when you was a kid and you'd walk.
No, that's what I'm saying. Within a year, they will be.
Oh yeah.
They will bury Netflix.
Yeah, absolutely, easily. Because when, like I say, when you was a kid, you'd come home from school, you'd put your favourite fucking Disney film on a VHS. You'd whack
Every
it in
little kid.
every single day. You would wear the shit out of the Lion King or whatever it was that you was properly into. For you, like Grease. And then you'd wear the shit.
It's more than Grease, to be honest. It was Grease, Blues Brothers, Thriller. Like, you can't miss all those.
So you'd wear the shit out of that. Disney have literally just gone, we'll just have a streaming service, and then every kid in the world can come on and wear the shit out of whatever film they want to watch.
And Disney just going to end up going along and buying Nickelodeon up and Cartoon Network, and
clearly,
it's going to buy everyone.
So clearly, Disney in sort of 20 years' time are going to own the world.
Well, it's either going to be that, but I think Facebook might try and buy Netflix.
Okay.
I think that's where
there's
the
another might be good prediction.
Just to clarify, Chief Financial Officer Christine McCarthy said that she's expecting to lose $150 million in revenue for the upcoming year since they aren't selling movies like Captain.
And that
just
is
wait a
why
second. Just wait a
I am
second.
here.
They're saying they're going to lose $150 million, but how much profit do they make on every film?
Well, lose. But they say
they say
the term there is lose.
No, they're saying that's what they at the end of the gross product. That's all they're going to lose. But if they make 4.1 billion in profit, no matter what,
let's make no mistakes about it.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about economics. Let's talk about.
It's going to make a serious amount of fucking bang.
Let's be sarcastic and not sexist about this film.
But they do go on to clarify that it would only fall in the second half of the 2019.
Yeah, because that's when Marvel would drop on anything that was streaming.
Basically 2019 financial year, which ends in September the 30th. So everything after that point.
It's going to be sheer profit again.
Yeah, of course.
Basically, Disney know they're going to crush everything. It's going to be them and YouTube after this.
Before we get into the trailer, first female-led superhero film for Marvel.
For Marvel.
Shouts to Wonder Woman.
Shouts to Wonder Woman's great.
Right. We'll say shouts to Wonder Woman, but let's face it, the third act of that film was a piece of shit.
Yeah, of course, like the first act of any DC film.
Facts. Right, okay, but
I'm shouting Wonder Woman, the fictional character, more than anything.
I'm shouting Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
personally.
Right, banging.
Did you just bite your hand?
Gal
Gadot's in
right,
fist.
I love my wife, but right.
I gotta,
you sound like a central man. I love my wife, but when
I love my wife, but
I love my wife like kill a man that would
I if I saw her, I'd literally probably bite my own hand off to stop me doing something bad.
When I get the feeling in my loins, I see her fucking I feel the fire rising up in front of me. You know I love my wife. I love my kids. But
I didn't realise I was Latino.
So weird.
Okay, let's watch the Captain Marvel trailer 3. I'm looking forward to it actually. I think I've watched it twice.
I don't know if I've seen this one because, like I say, I switched off as soon as I heard that Brie Larson was in it.
Press play.
Done.
Nick's drunk.
My
guy.
I remember the first time I had a beer.
Right, so just wait a sec. I want to stop it straight away. You see her in the leather jacket.
Yep.
Terminator 2.
Can you stop pausing this? It's fucking up my editing.
Fuck you. I'll talk you through it, right? So,
graphics look incredible. Scrolls.
Well, Kree
and a weird colour gradient for what I expected. Very, very kind of muted.
Right. See, it's in that bar. That's the bar what I was talking about before with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Because you notice how no one's in there, no one bats an eyelid.
No,
she blows a fucking hole in the wall, no one bats an eyelid. You guarantee he's pulling a fucking lever there going through the fucking hole in the floor.
So you've got, what's his name? British actor.
Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Wow.
That guy, yeah.
I love the fact that you're talking about films and you don't know the name.
Really, really not a fan of Jude Law. But, is he Marvel?
No.
know.
Well, no, you don't know. I think he's wrong, Grog.
I thought he was Marvel. I thought he would have been.
No. Because they said they changed her origin, didn't they?
Oh, that's true.
So
Because he dies, doesn't he? Then he gives her the power.
Yeah.
Right, so as soon as that happened, I was like,
So he feels very much like I'm Sir in DC's.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that is fucking beautiful.
Right,
Oh!
so all we know from that trailer is every other Avenger basically can suck a dick.
To be fair, with the exception of
No,
Scarlet
everyone.
Witch, pause it.
No.
With the exception of Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel is definitely, without a doubt, the strongest Avenger.
No, why not about it? You can fuck off, Captain Marvel. She can shoot her from the moon. Like she can go.
That's actually facts.
She would kill Scarlet Witch very easily.
Shoot her from the moon.
Yeah. If you had me writing Marvel films,
laser.
if you had me writing Marvel films, they'd be fucking well funnier.
So
Captain Marvel single-handedly made the whole of the MCU obsolete.
Pretty much.
But-
to the extent
see,
she's so OP.
here's another comparison. So Justice League was struggling to fend off Steppenwolf until Superman walked back up. Spoilers.
Spoilers, the guy
Spoilers.
that wasn't in the film, what was advertised throughout the whole film, turned up alive in the film.
Superman.
Yeah.
Superman turned back up. And he may as well have been doing this
Might as
because
well.
that's what it looked like.
Let's rewind that. Why he had this, that film was better.
Oh yeah.
That Mission Impossible film
It actually
with
was.
the Tash
But
was fucking better.
Superman turns up and then there's no threat whatsoever from
Because he's
Steppenwolf.
Superman.
Yeah.
He's fucking pointless.
I don't feel like Marvel turning up is going to be as significant as an impact to Thanos as that was to Steppenwolf.
Facts.
I don't feel like he's going to go, oh shit, this bitch can beat me up.
I think.
Oh, I'm gonna run away!
Yeah, because she's definitely not a Thanos thing to do.
No.
The difference is, I think it's because she's turning up at the end game, so there's so much damage done already. The fact that she's turning up now, she can. If she turned up during Infinity Wars, she would be the game.
I think,
Yeah, let's face it,
but
yeah.
this is the advantage that
Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet is fucked up.
Yeah.
Thanos himself is not necessarily that fucked up. He's
Right.
got a big hole in his chest, but
Is-
he's still powerful enough to do the
here's
stuff.
the problem with both of those films. The DC introduced a threat which was too weak for their OP powered superheroes, whereas Thanos has just something what slides over his hand, what makes him OP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take that off his
In
hand, he's not OP,
fairness,
yeah.
and that's where the difference. That's where the difference is between the MCU and the DCEUs, because everything within the MCU is dependent on an accessory, which is not as
I don't
obvious
feel like
within the DCEU.
I feel like Thanos is still a viable threat without the gauntlet.
Yeah,
Because
but
you
you
look
can't
at
do
this-
that and vanish everything.
No. But you look at this. At no point in any other film has Hulk got a blow to the throat, and you literally one of my favourite parts about Infinity War is Hulk comes, like Loki says, we've got a Hulk. And Hulk comes in, he smashes fuck out of Thanos for about 30 seconds, and then Thanos literally just chops him to the throat.
You've got to remember,
without any glove, that is just Thanos. And Hulk goes, shit.
But you've got to remember, a one-on-one fight, no matter how strong them two people are, is not the same threat as being able to do that and kill everything.
It's not. But when you measure how powerful Thanos is without the glove, that's it. He
Well, that's
literally
what-
kicks fuck out of Hulk.
But that's
he
what I'm
lays
saying.
waste to him.
The only reason Thanos is OP, he is strong. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. He can beat a load of people up in a fist fight, but he weren't going to do his damage without an accessory.
Not with outside of the Avengers, but I still feel like without the glove, he would have still killed
Well, he's,
all the
Yeah,
Avengers.
but this is the issue is Justice League was saying it was a threat straight away, whereas the MCU had 10 years to build up Thanos,
Yeah.
and Thanos wasn't really the threat. The threat was when he had a metal thing on his hand.
Yeah.
There is the issue with Marvel. took the time to build a universe, whereas DC hijacked a universe.